That MLM guy here with your daily tip. Today, I challenge you to take whatever you're doing to the next level. Talk about bringing people into your business, talking about exposing new customers to the product, getting them to buy your product. Right now, in your head, or even better on a piece of paper, write down how many people you think this month you can get to start up in your business or to use your product or service for the first time. How many new customers you think that you can acquire this month. Get those numbers in your head. Write them down on a piece of paper is even better. And then what I want you to do, and this sounds kind of silly, but what I want you to do is I want you to double that number. Okay, so if you thought, well, maybe I could get 2 new customers this month, double it. Get 4 new customers this month. If you want to go crazy, if you just really want to shoot for the stars, then here's what I recommend. Take the number that you had. Let's say that you had 2 new customers. You think, I think I can get 2 new customers this month. And that's great. If you could get 2 new customers this month, that would be awesome. Okay, it really would. That's good. It's certainly better than nothing. And depending upon your product and service, 2 may be a really high number. But do this, if you really want to take it to the next level, multiply your numbers by 10. So if you thought you could get 2 new customers this month and maybe bring in just 1 person this month, multiply those numbers by 10. What if you could bring 10 people into your business this month? What if you could acquire 20 new customers this month? You might be thinking that's crazy, but the reality is, I think, that if you'll go for it, if you'll shoot for it, let's say you shoot for 20 new customers this month. Okay, you started at 2 and you thought that would be a success. And then at the very least double it. At the very least shoot for 4. But what if you were to shoot for 20 new customers this month? I think you would find, as long as you're putting forth the effort and as long as your mindset is wrapped around this, that you're really going to do it. I think you'd be surprised. I think you'd find that although you may or may not hit that 20 mark, you might get 7 or 8 or 10 new customers. And think about what that could do for your business. Today's tip is inspired by people who just don't know what we seem to know about what we can't do. There's this story I heard. It's probably not true. It's one of those stories that circulates on the internet about a professor who would always put the homework up on the board. He would put this math problem or something up on the board, and that was the homework each night. And so students would come in, they would look at the board, and they would know that's homework. Well, one day the professor comes in, and he says, there's no homework tomorrow, but I want to show you this problem. I want to show you this unsolvable problem. And he writes it up on the board. And after he's done telling everybody that this is an unsolvable problem and that it's not homework and that they don't have any homework for the next day, after he's done with that, a student comes in late. And that student looks at the board, and what do they see up on the board? They see homework. And so he jots down this problem, not knowing that it's supposedly unsolvable. And that night he stays up all night working on this problem. Why? Because he believes there's a solution. He believes that this is homework and that he has to solve it by the next day. And supposedly the story goes that he went to his professor the next day, and if he hadn't solved it, he had come really close to solving the problem. And the reason he did that is because nobody told him that he couldn't. Nobody told him that it was unsolvable. There's something about when people tell you that things are unachievable, they're unsolvable, that sometimes we just give up and don't try. So take your numbers and double them. Better yet, multiply them by 10 and shoot for them this month. Don't just let them remain in your head or on paper, but actually shoot for those numbers this month. And you might just surprise yourself with the results. If this works for you, if you experience really good success with this tip, then I want to know about it. And if it didn't work for you, I want to know about that too. So be sure to leave a comment after you've tried this month. Give it a shot, see how it works for you, and then post back here on this video, and I want to know how it worked out for you. If you're going to shoot for the stars, I mean, come on. You may not get there, but at least you'll hit the moon. You know what I'm talking about? At least you'll get up there. You'll get after it. If you shoot for 20, maybe you'll get 10. If you shoot for 10, maybe you'll get 5. But aim high. Aim high this month, and let me know how that goes for you.